Hello, greetings. This is Gilles. I wanted to wish you a happy day, happy Sunday. For here it is Mother's Day here, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. For it is a different day around the world. But I'm going to pull a few cards from the Tarot of Casanova. It's like an erotic or romantic deck. And I'm going to discuss a few ideas about spiritual philosophy. And so the situation is success. It is material success. It's about income. It's money is coming in. So it's like good news. We're always welcomed all this abundance. This all those. Well, for here it is somebody that's like. It's like peeking into a woman but in a sense this card of the six of coins or pentacle, it's really the essence of financial income. And what comes around the situation is the Tower. It is all those things that are no longer acceptable are coming to the surface, and so the world is being shaken up. It's like a tree, like all the bad apples are going to fall. What we see in our conscious mind that will unfold before us is the King of Swords. It is about intelligent decision. It's very mathematical. It's very precise. It's very businesslike. It's very we want to take things very slow though. The slower we can take it, we make small step that will lead us far better than if we make big step and fail, and then we lose confidence in ourselves. So the small step will build the energy. What's in there is three major arcane, and in the past, in the subconscious, is temperance. Is the idea of purification, balancing out the energy. So we've been through that. We've been through this purification process, and now the situation is the Fool. It is about leaping into the future, the ability to go anywhere, to make any choice. For everybody does not make the same choice as we do, but we have to allow everybody to make their own choice, and no choice is wrong. We can, if we do not know, we can sit and wait till our intuition, our feeling state give us an idea of a choice. But if we make the wrong choice, we'll figure it out really quickly, and we'll be able to move back to the right choice. So it's about being able to leap into situation to create something new. What's coming in the near future is a bit of patience. It's about being patient. It's about having to wait a little bit to get what we want. But what will be coming is a really wonderful relationship at the end of the wedding. It's this sharing of love. Where we are now, the strengths we have in the situation is clarity. It is brilliance. It is clear thinking. It is these wonderful ideas that are coming up, and so do not pay attention to all the brilliant ideas that come into your mind. What comes to us from the outside world is the ability to come out of the box. It's really to break free from the old. Where we have in our emotion, our hopes and fear is the card of science, is the card of logic, it's the card of moving forward, but through a path that we know works, and the psycho to be emotionally, intellectually connected to our intuition enough, so that but we have a clear path before us. And the outcome is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, she's the one who's changing mask, but she reminds you that you have to take things with light and humor, and take care of your business. Everything else will follow. For love and relationship will come, but for now we need to take care of the logistics, to take care of our well-being, to take care of our situation, and everything else will fall into place after that. Well, I hope this resonated with you. I wanted to say that we are to speak about spiritual philosophy, and in a sense, we are not God, but we are made of the energy and the light of God, and that will never change. Will always be loved as an extension of Source. And there are rules of conduct that we need to be applying, that is according to our state of consciousness. We cannot, different people at different levels, so they have different rule of conduct. Everybody's always doing the best they can given their consciousness. And the more we are spent through the spirit power of consciousness, the more we become aware of our choice. If we have zero choice, it means we have no consciousness. When we have 100% choice, it's when we're in full consciousness. So it's about ascending through this spiral of consciousness and becoming more utilizing our choice to choose love, to choose this free will, was to choose love, to choose the highest choice. We have to be careful not to make judgment in our choice, because in the judgment we separate, and when we separate, we create division and we create opposition, and so we want to discern what the difference, to use discernment in our choice, to stay in the upper, in the 51 to 100% of our choice. And the more we'll ascend, the more we'll be able to become aware of our choice, become as something that's really happening, the cause and the effect. For no choice are wrong, as long as they do not harm anyone, you're free to make any choice, and you will see what the result, what life reflects, and you readjust. So for it is this opportunity to choose what do we want to do, what is really wanted within our life, and trust the miracles can happen to sustain that life function. For we're moving into a fast accelerated manifestation time. As we slow down, we become more receptive, we are able to manifest more. It may sound counterintuitive, but for we have this cosmic account, and we're putting good deed and bad deeds, and so some people are really overdrawn. The universe has given them a lot, but they've been doing a lot of negative things. But the majority of people have done a lot of good things, but they all have this reserve of positive energy in the spiritual account. For this is the karmic boards, what we call karma, is regulating things as a planet, as a country, as an individual. Everything is always been looked at, and always been for what we need to do on a collective level is to stop the pillage of the earth, and our corporation and government and that are really insensitive to for what we need to take things from the earth until technology come to replace. For agriculture is more important than cell phones. We have to understand that. But we need to take from the earth in order to live. But we need to do it with gratitude, with balance, with respect, rather than fighting like vulture for resources. It's like we're gonna have to find this balance and understand all those resources are the organs of the earth, and so we want to. She's willing to give, but we just at least to be appreciative of what is, rather than be indifferent in relationship to that. Just to be and so there's going to be a raising of consciousness of the spirit of Lemuria. It's a very old civilization that was destroyed about 800,000 years ago by the negative Atlantis. They were 12-dimensional beings. We have this emergence of this higher aspect of ourselves, very spiritual civilization. Some of them incarnated on the earth, and others went in creating this inner earth civilization, the Garten. But yet all those evolution paths, no matter what is going on, is part of the Earth's process of evolution. There should be no blame or no shame, and only understanding that everybody is learning through their mistakes, and only the Prime Creator is infinitely perfect, with has infinite power, infinite love, and infinite wisdom, and that is unconditional. It will never change, and God is the only one that has this infinite power. So us, we all have to learn through the process of our experience. And when we chose at the origin, we were created in a very high sphere of love and wisdom, but then we chose to descend in the dimensions through all the way down to physicality. And so every time we descended, we lost a bit of our consciousness, we lost a little bit of our memory and our purity. So it is because it's a very heavy sphere. So we want to cut some slacks in relationship to other people's life. Let them live their life, let them make their choice. Take care of your own situation, of your own life. And return to center whenever is necessary. We always have this power of returning to center. And whatever negative energy that comes to us from the outside world, we can always return it to sender. Return to center and return it to sender. This is really something that we need to practice. For ascension is here and now. You can ask confirmation from your higher self. The whole world is in truth liberated from an energetical standpoint, and it will show, it will manifest. Very soon it's going to be a flash of ascension. Our consciousness will be flashed out of this of limitation and moved into a much higher plane. So what we need is to be more in a relaxing mode, in a receptive mode, rather than mental activity and action all the time. We want to take and make those one small step at a time. For there is only one soul. In the great ocean, we are, in essence, where we come from, we're just one in the great ocean of light, the great liquid light, and we want to draw back in this liquid light of truth. But on the higher planes, there is no gender, there is no race, there is no culture, there is no, everything is one. We're only one family. Yeah? So all the differences that create so many problems and understanding in relationship to, they're just conditions that God has created for expanding, and through the infinite diversity, He's created infinite diversity in order to assist in the expansion of the collective soul and the universe. All the darkness was, the ignorance was created for expansion purposes, knowing we will all return to the light eventually. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to sing a song. This is a portrait of beloved Vesta. She's the solar logo. She's got her own planet, of course, but she's here. She's like she's symbolic of the solar, of the feminine solar logos with Helios. And this is a tribute to a French painter named Edouard Manet. It's called the Déjeuner sur l'herbe, the luncheon on the grass. Well, it is. I took a lot of artistic license with this. It's inspired from a very famous painting that's in the Musée d'Orsay, and everything is centered around the face of that woman. It's one part of a series of painting I did. So I'm gonna sing this song. I was going to sing a song, a jazz song, but it's really too difficult without a piano. And this one should be better with a piano, but it's easier to sing. So I was on top of the pile. I sang that today. It goes like this, called Piano Man. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday, the regular crowd shuffling. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. And he said, "Son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet and I knew it complete when I wore a youngest man clothes. La 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 da da da, la la da 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 da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Were we all in the mood for a melody? And you've got us feeling alright. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine, and he gets me my drinks for free. And he's quick with a joke or to light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He said, "Bill, I believe this is killing me," as a smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Oh la 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 da da da, la la da 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 da. Now Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife, and he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as a businessman slowly gets stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. You've got us feeling alright. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the piano sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and said, "Man, what are you doing here?" Oh la 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 la, la 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 la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. So Billy Joel. But for 4 more cards, I wanted to come. I was gonna go and go on with my day, but at the last moment, Spirit said, oh, "You gotta talk." So I said, "Oh, okay." Well, I took some notes. So the highest wisdom is action. Today is a time for action. For action can be non-action sometimes, just to be in a receptive mood, but to have intention in all that we do. What we need to understand is the higher self, to become connected to our higher self. We have many higher self, and it has to match our inner self so that inner self can emerge. But a higher self, call on to your higher self, and your higher self will respond to confirm that you are on your way to your destiny, and it is the path of destiny that is unfolding. This is what we have to do, and the outcome will be responsibility. We're gonna have far more responsibility, but it is fine. Take it very slow. Take it one step at a time, and it will be the brand new. There's really some brand new life that is right in front of us. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai, Adonai, Adonai.